And we're live. Hello guys, hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes. Yeah. So guys, good evening. To those na nakikinig right now, can you please type your name sa chat box if clear yung audio namin? Yan. Let's engage guys. Can you please type your names or taga saan kayo para naman we could call you out. So super excited ako for tonight's event. Grabe. Napakabigatin ng lineup. Yan. Alright, so let's just wait for a few minutes lang po before para pumasok yung attendees, no?
Yeah, I can see the viewers already increasing.
Yes. Yun. Good evening. We have si Angelica, we have si Rowan, Dylan. Hello guys. Yeah, meron pa tayo from Pampanga in Davao.
You also have from Mandaluyong, no, Dylan? And we have Levi. Hello, Levi.
Oh, Levi, here. Hello. Good evening. Joy V from Kainta. Guys, super excited ako for tonight's event kasi grabe, actually ako bihira lang ako makakita ng isang gantong live na napaka high level ng speakers, no, and sabay-sabay sila nagsama-sama. So napakaswerte natin, napakaswerte ng mga nanonood right now kasi sobrang bihira lang po mangyari ito. Yan, we have Ethan from Davao, Marikina, Glenn. Good evening. So we'll get started in 4 minutes po. 4 minutes. Good evening from Santa Rosa. Guys, if pwede niyong ilagay yung names nyo para at least mag-engage, diba? Lumabas sa algorithm umangat. You can also share sa pages nyo or sa feed nyo. Baka meron tayong matulungan, diba? Meron tayong nasa kailangan ng advice na to na makukuha nila tonight. Yan. Yun, Vicky Rivera. Thank you. Kim from CDO. Grabe. So, iba-ibang lugar tayo.
Very diverse pala, no? Ang community mo, Yuji.
Yes.
Norte, Parañaque, QC. Wow.
So, isi-send ko lang yung link.
President ng GPC yan, nandito. Hi, Press.
Hello.
From Cebu. Hello, John Ray of Cebu. And then we have Patrick from Laguna. Good evening, Patrick.
Ayun guys. So 3 more minutes before we get started. So guys, again, are you ready to learn or to makakuha ng advice from high-performing entrepreneurs and CEOs? Can you please type ready guys, engage naman tayo dyan, all caps natin. Yung super excited ba? Pakita natin
Energy,
sa
no? Energy.
pakita natin sa lineup natin kung gaano tayo gutom matuto. Yun. Nice. Ready.
Yan,
All caps guys, all caps
ready.
natin. Exclamation kung kaya. Yun. Ayan, grabe, nakikita ko na sa back end lahat. Yung speakers and faculty. Yeah. Game. Okay, 1 minute. Let's get ready. Let's start na tayo.
And don't forget to share this live, no, Yuji? Pa-share natin sa kanila.
Guys, please share. Meron tayong surprise mamaya. Share nyo sa social media nyo, sa page nyo, or sa business page nyo. Baka meron tayong matulungan, di ba? Minsan yung isang share lang, possible na ilang tao yung mabigyan natin ng value. Alright. Okay. So, Krist, game na ba? Game? Are you ready?
Okay, game.
So, guys, quick backstory lang. First, unang-una I want to thank CIA for making this possible. So, actually, nagkaroon kami ng usapan ni Surfa, ng CIA, na i-share natin to sa community, share natin to sa mga tao na talagang who wants to take their businesses to the next level. Kumbaga gusto mag-grow talaga. So, unang-una, let's give them big thanks, guys. Kahit ano lang, type lang tayo sa chat box, engage tayo. So, para at least mas ganahan pa sila na gawin to, i-push pa tong movement ito kasi nakita nila yung mga taong na-i-impact nila, yung mga taong tutulungan nila by facilitating events like this. Okay? So, guys, engage tayo sa chat box. So, so with that, I want to introduce to you guys. So I'm sure marami na sa inyo nakakilala kay Miss Krist na ng CIA. Pero, ayan. Sorry, late lumabas yung chat box pala sa akin. But yeah, here with us tonight, guys, yung kasama ko sa live ay yung napakagandang si Krist, no, ng CEO Insights Asia to share, no, and to introduce yung speakers natin for tonight. Okay, and also to share kung bakit nga ba nabuo tong movement na to and tong event na to. Miss Krist?
Ayan. Good evening. Hello, everyone. To formally introduce myself, I am Krist. I'm actually the CEO and founder of Morningstar Network Corp, but also currently I'm a full-time partner. Kumbaga nagvo-volunteer kami dito sa CEO Insights Asia. I'm currently the Director of Executive Education. So our purpose is we infuse ideas that build lasting companies. And when we say that, we infuse ideas so that we can help you build profitable and sustainable businesses. So currently, what we're doing is we serve as a platform. We organize meetups. Meron kaming ang operational calendar ng CEO Insights Asia is we have a weekly webcast every Friday at 10 a.m. We do the principles of scaling to help MSMEs, business founders, startup founders, business owners to get something, one key insight lang that immediately they can apply into their day-to-day operation. Kumbaga, the keyword is immediately, like something na ma-extract nila just listening to the webcast and right away, magagawa na nila, ma-apply na nila sa kanilang operations. And then we have what we call the circle meeting. So that's a weekly thing online via Zoom. We do circle meetings so that you can meet with your fellow CEOs, exchange insights. We believe kasi na you can learn more by exchanging insights and getting first-hand experiences from several CEOs. Yung mga vulnerabilities din you can share kasi walang ibang makakaintindi sa atin eh. As business owners, it's hard to, get feedback from someone na hindi naman na-experience ko ano yung na-experience mo. And then once a month, we do what we call the Circle Hub, circle meeting. What we do is every area, we gather several business owners for them to meet and same, mag-exchange sila ng insights. And then we have a culminating activity, annual CEO Summit. So this is actually the reason why we're here tonight. We want to introduce some of the faculty, but first of all, we really want to hear the backstory of how CEO Insights Asia started.
Yes.
Right.
Please.
We have the founders here. So we'll start with Surfa. He's the executive advisor, one of the founders and executive advisor of CEO Insights Asia. I think almost all of you nanonood, kilala niyo na
Yes,
siya.
yes, of course, of course, of
Kasi
course.
sa picture at sa personal, isang itsura niya, di ba? Isang suot. He's the one who iconized the black suit and red tie. So, si Sir Florentino FAHernando. And also here with us is BK Rivera of Sellers Hub, one of the founders. So, I'll give the floor to you guys so that you can share paano nag-start ang CEO Insights Asia. And also the President and CEO of Labor, Paolo Hilario. Ayan. Sige, sir. We want to hear your story. How did it start?
Yes.
Sige, ako na muna. How it started, so thank you Paolo for being here, and then si BK. So mga busy yan, pero dahil mahal na mahal yan tayo, binigay niya yung oras nila sa atin this 1 hour for to share what we're doing here. So it started simply as what you call a mastermind. By default kasi ang wiring natin is to add value to people. Yun yung kumbaga ano natin hindi tayo what you call, si Adam Grant, sabi niya may tatlong klase ng tao, the givers, the matchers, and the takers. So by default, we're givers. And during that time, when we started this, si Paolo was a client partner of mine, Labor. I was their executive advisor. At the same time, si BK is currently my client partner. And I was thinking during that time, Labor was launching a product. The first product, because Labor for the past 16, 17 years, service tayo. It's a waxing salon. We have 140 plus branches in the Philippines. So we were trying to launch a product. And I was thinking, si BK during that time was a well-known e-com guy, like the king of e-com yan noong mga panahon na yon. And na-realize ko na Paolo was having challenges in launching the product. So sabi ko, what if pakausap ko si Paolo kay BK, baka matulungan ni BK si Paolo on launching the product. And then si Paolo naman, since he's a very seasoned entrepreneur, business person, he can share insights to BK on how to build the business. And so we met up at Zoom. It's very informal. Doon ko lang na-realize na mastermind pala ang tawag doon. I wasn't aware of that. So naging online mastermind siya once a month, and then we posted the picture, and then there were inquiries na kailan yung next. Syempre tayo medyo you wanna add value. So we decided, let's do it next month, hanggang sa nagkaroon ng momentum, hanggang sa kumbaga nakita natin na okay, we can't build momentum on a once a month event. Nilaunch na natin yung principles of scaling, it's a weekly basis, and then nagkaroon ng meetup sa isang client partner natin sa WeTrade. Nag-enjoy tayo ron na ang saya pa lang mag-meet up ng face-to-face. So inulit natin sa Tagaytay hanggang sa ginawa na natin formally the CEO Summit. So we got the best of the best to share their insights to micro, small, medium enterprises and startup founders. Kumbaga, transferring of generational knowledge yan, so that we can build better businesses and change the business landscape in the next 5 years. So that's the general idea of how we started. Yon.
Ayan. Thank you, sir. How about
Yes.
kay BK? We want to hear from BK at this time. Musta, idol?
Yes. Siguro lang, parang what made you say yes? Kumbaga, bakit umuo ka sa movement na to? Sorry, nakamute ka yata. Yan.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Yuji Rivera, CEO of Sellers Hub. So, anyway, first of all, thank you kasi na-invite niyo ako dito. It's a great opportunity to be lined up with this great gentleman, and syempre yung mga kasabay pa natin magsalita mamaya, no? So, ako siguro kaya ako nag-participate or nag-engage with CEO Insights Asia because para sa akin, ako yung customer eh. Ako yung market nung project na yun, and nung
wait lang, nawala yata yung audio.
Okay na.
Ayan. Ayan.
Wala
Okay.
na tayong Okay na. Ayan. So, ayun. So, ako yung market kasi nung gantong Hello.
Okay. Clear.
Okay, so ayun nga, ako yung market nung gantong event, nung gantong project. So para sa akin, ako big believer ako ng environment eh. Kung sino yung gusto mong maging, kailangan dumikit ka sa mga ganon. So nakita ko may opportunity na mapalapit ako kay Sir Paolo Hilario of Labor, kay Sir Fa of FAHernando Consulting. Mas nag-engage ako, and dahil dun sa process na yon or dun sa journey na nangyari, mas nadikit din ako sa iba't ibang entrepreneurs. Hindi na to yung sinabi ni Sir Fa kanina na na ako yung king ng e-commerce na ako, mas marami pang mas malupit doon. Estudyante lang din ako actually. Pero sa akin is parang if you're going to look at it, bakit ba tayo nag-engage sa relationships, mapa romantic or work relationships or friendly relationships? Because we see value in those kind of relationships. Natingin natin pag nag-engage tayo sa relationship na yun, panalo tayo, tama? And yun din yung kuminang sa mata ko nung in-invite ako ni Sir Fai. So until today, I'm still grateful for that opportunity, and that's why I'm here. Thank you.
Yun, thank you. About we want to hear from Sir Paolo naman of Labor. Ano yung what made you say yes? Bakit kayo na-push na umuo sa movement na to, no? Or sa ma-facilitate itong event na to?
So good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me. Siguro ako yung backstory of the backstory na binanggit ni Ons kanina at ni BK, because yung original engagement namin ni Ons was a little bit more fundamental for Labor. We were talking about sharing ideas about exponential organizations, scaling up, having a startup culture. And I saw how he was able to help us create that identity within. No? And then he was asking me, do you know of any other people who piques the same interest? So sabi ko, may kilala ako, malupit na e-com guy, pangalan BK Rivera. He asked the right questions in the same token that you're asking me now. And I think it would be a good connection to make. So after they made that connection, we circled back. That's when he asked, how can we multiply this from 1 to 2 to 3? So for me, that was the history of the whole movement. Ay, tapos na ako yun lang akin.
Alam mo, grabe, share ko lang nalimutan ko na yun, yung conversation natin na yun. But that's true eh. That's the backstory of the backstory. When I asked Paolo, sabi ko, sino pa bang kagaya natin ganito mag-isip? And then, yun nga, meron, yung matinik yun, yung BK Rivera, phenom yun. And then, yun na, no? We started to think of how we can scale what we're trying to scale. So, yeah.
Siguro, okay lang, another question lang. Last lang, no? Before we introduce you next. No? How valuable ba yung networking with other CEOs on like-minded entrepreneurs? Gaano siya ka-valuable po for you? Sige, siguro si Sir BK na lang. Okay lang, BK?
Well, para sa akin, it's priceless. Kasi unang-una, why would someone in their right mind teach you something that they have learned the hard way? So bakit, 'di ba? Bakit alam mo 'yun, parang if someone's gonna send you a message right now, may magcha-chat sa iyo na, "Hi sir, pwede magtanong." Kung busy kang tao, unang-una hindi mo na re-replyan, hindi mo na isisin eh. So having contacts or rubbing elbows with these kinds of CEOs gives you an edge across or with different entrepreneurs on your industry. Isa pang factor doon siguro, naniniwala ako na a successful person stands on a lot of shoulders. And ako right now, kung ano man yung na-generate natin with our company, dahil yun sa mga balikat ng mga taong nagturo sa akin, ng mga experience nila na hindi ko na kailangan pagdaanan, no? Pero natutunan ko yung lesson, di ba? So sa akin, valuable yun. And if you find those kind of relationships, take care of it kasi mahirap siyang hanapin. So yun.
Thanks. So, Miss Krist, introducing our next, yung kumbaga, yung guest natin.
Yeah, we're actually excited to hear from our faculty. But first, magdagdag lang din ako dun sa sinabi ni BK. I think for those who have been doing business for the longest time, siguro a decade ago, successful people, they're very secretive. Iba na ngayon yung trend eh. But before, when they're successful, 10, 15 years ago, they would not share. They would not share what made them successful. Hindi pa uso yung mga ganitong community. Hindi pa uso yung mga pag-share ng mga insights, sharing vulnerabilities as well, what to avoid, mga pitfalls sa mga businesses. But the times are changing. And it's amazing to see a community like this, an ecosystem like this, wherein people are willing, yun nga, sabi nga ni Vicky kanina, people are willing to spend time, di ba? Bakit ka pa re-replyan, di ba? But it's really happening now. In CEO Insights Asia, it's amazing how people are, also excited to give value as much as they want to take value. So that's why it's an ecosystem eh. Hindi ka lang puro kabig, hindi ka lang puro bigay. You benefit both ways. By giving, by teaching, you learn, and also by taking, you learn. So yan. Sir Pai, would you like to add something?
Yeah. Actually, just to add on yung sinabi ni BK na we're standing on shoulders of people. CEO Insights Asia, really, I got this idea from when I was still at Labor. When Paolo and I were working together, we want to infuse Labor with the best minds. And during that time, we were part of a community na kung saan nandun yung mga, kumbaga, the mentors, we call it the mentors, like for example, sila Zark Barona, sila Gian Havilona, sila Steve Benitez of Bose Coffee. And I shared to Paolo na at least once a month, let's get one of the speakers, let's do a leadership talk. Para meron tayong injection from an outside perspective, ipapasok natin. Kumbaga, instead of outsourcing, insourcing it, getting their ideas, and then ipasok natin sa Labor so we can build it into something that will not only scale, but exponential lang gusto nating mangyari. And as I look back, yun yung kumbaga genesis of the idea of CEO Insights Asia. And ako, basically, a lot of things I've learned from Paolo in building. Like 17 years ka ba naman nag-build ng something that was unheard of. I mean, you want to pick the brain of that person, and he's very generous in opening connections. He's very generous in connecting. Kaya we have contact with Steve Benitez of Bose Coffee. We have contact with Kim Lato. We have contact with Zark Barona. Yan yung mga naging kaibigan natin dito sa ecosystem eh. So we want to pass on that kind of culture sa mga tao na nasa paligid natin. So, Pao, you want to say something? Yeah.
I just wanted to smile actually. But yeah, I think, di ba sabi nga nila, necessity is the mother of all invention. I think what you're trying to do here is, as you move along the track of becoming an entrepreneur, scaling your business, iba-iba yung needs mo eh, no? So you constantly have to reinvent yourself. And the necessity comes from creating that environment that supports that growth. So I think depending on where you are on your track, doon sa journey mo as an entrepreneur, there's different support systems that you might be needing, might be looking for. At yung kagandahan dito sa CEO Insights Asia is that from the very beginning yung fundamentals, you'll be able to build that. And then as you scale, you'll be able to get the guidance of everyone in the community. So I think that's one clear value add that the community has.
Ayan, thank you. So for this time, I'll be really also, it's an honor to introduce two of the guests that will join us. She's actually, they're women, women empowerment. So I met Donna Maylina of Ube Media. She's actually the founder and chief creative officer of Ube Media. And what I really love about meeting Donna is that she's so game. Like parang ito rin talaga yung activity niya in terms of advocacy, no? She's also very much into building ecosystems like this and adding value. As well as Apple Esplana is here with us of the New Channel Corp. She is the also founder and chief executive producer of the New Channel Media. So we would like to hear from you as well regarding the CEO Summit.
Yeah, first lady si Ms. Donna. Hello.
Hi, hello, good evening, everybody. And hi to Apple. I don't know if you remember me. We were in the same class, right?
Yes. Actually,
Cassie.
Hi, Donna, and hi,
Hi.
everyone. Hi, Yuji, Krist, BK. Hi, Paolo and Donna. I think
Yeah.
no, I probably know Paolo also from past work before. I don't know if he remembers me. And Donna, hello. I actually mentioned to them, uy, kasama ko si Donna. Kilala ko yan. Classmate ko yan.
Oo, mga perpetual learners, 'di ba?
Yes. Hello, how are you? It's so nice to see you, and it's so nice to see all of you. Thank you for inviting me to be here, Fa and Chris. Um, sorry, na-stress ako kanina asking about a few things kasi
Yeah.
galing ako sa labas, tapos dumating dito, tapos na-realize ko, ano nga palang pag-uusapan natin? And then, actually, it's a breath of fresh air also because since the new channel 3 years ago, Donna, if I'm sure you didn't meet me through the new channel before. It's still the same company, though I'm still with Puzzle Box BPO because that's how we met kami ni Donna. But I was medyo na iba yung experience ko kasi medyo sanay ako na I'm already at the backstage all the time. So that's why nagme-message nga ako kay Yuji eh. Sabi ko, gusto mo tulungan kita mag-book habang nanonood ako sa backstage. Kasi, ay oo nga pala pag backstage, di pala natin nakikita yung mga tao. So magandang gabi po sa inyo and magandang gabi rin sa lahat ng nanonood. Meron tayong parang 70,000 viewers kanina nakita ko.
Yeah. So, I believe meron kaming hinandang few questions lang if it's okay with you guys na makapag-share lang na kasi yung audience natin ngayon is they're really looking for like most of them parang na-stuck sila when it comes to growing their business, no? Nahihirapan sila maka-access din ng tamang tao that could help them get there. So siguro for Miss Donna, if it's okay, no, how important are mentors para sa inyo?
Extremely important. And up to now, I still talk to my mentor, and I'm still part. Just a background, no. I took up mass communication, and during that time, broadcast communication, and we really sought out our teacher. So one of those mentors that I will call is Ma'am Cheche Lazaro, because at one talk, one in high school, I was part of this mga leadership, mga seminars, ganyan, sa Baguio. And I listened to her in that talk in Baguio. I was like, in high school, I said, you know what, in college, I think I want to do that. That's why I studied broadcast communication. I entered in Probe, and now I'm still part of the Probe Media Foundation. So, and then we continue mentoring training because, of course, so many people also mentored me. That's why what BK said earlier that really struck me, that we're here because we're also standing on so many shoulders that really prepared that for us. Yeah.
Thank you po. For Miss Apple naman, same question, no? How important are mentors para sa inyo? And was there a time na super lost kayo sa journey nyo and then dahil sa isang mentor na natulungan kayo makalabas doon?
Of course, very important yung mentors. Important din yung partnerships. I think kasi and of course, relationship building. So I wouldn't really say that, to be honest, I wouldn't really say that I do have a consistent mentor. Mentor meaning, in my head kasi what comes to mind immediately when you say and ask me about that is that yung talagang meron kang consistent body, or parang every time you need to make a decision, you go to that person and ask, whether if that person is in that position, anong gagawin niya or something like that. And honestly, to me, I grew up having that. My parents stood by me the way it is like that in different ways. Kasi I think yun yung important na ma-acknowledge natin. Meron tayong mentor na magiging mentor natin on skills, no? On anong gagawin pag decision making. Meron din dapat tayong mentor or yung someone na pinapakinggan natin yung sound advice on relationship building. So sa akin may ganong combination, yung yung nanay ko medyo magaling mag-spot pag medyo hindi maganda yung tao. So, talagang sometimes unsolicited yung advice, but it helps, no? Because it helps you to be more careful with your decisions and with your relationship with other people. Yung yung parents ko naman, mas ganun kasi ako eh. Mas parents yung nilalapitan ko for things that I need to do. So they really stood as mentors to me. And then when I had my husband, or when I got married, it included my in-laws already. So when I make a decision, I ask them if okay ba yon, sa tingin ba nila okay. And then sometimes fina-follow ko yung advice nila, sometimes hindi. So para makarelate yung mga nanonood sa atin, ganun talaga. And eventually over time makikita mo na may sense yung sinasabi nila sa'yo. And makikita mo dun sa question nga ni Yuji kanina, kung was there ever a time that I was down and then they helped me make the decision. I think always yan, always. But I think the best person who really helps me in that is my husband, who happens to be my business partner as well. So my relationship with him has evolved into not just um, hindi lang kami mag-asawa, mag-business partner kami. And I'm sure if those who are watching or baka kayo din, if you have that kind of dynamics, hindi siya madali. No, parang at some point, kailangan mong i-define if you're actually talking about a decision to be made for your family or you're making a decision for your family but extended family, which is your office mates or your business. So it's important that we both listen to each other as mentors. And of course, because magkaiba rin kami ng trabaho. He's the IT operations guy. Ako naman si marketing, business development. So sometimes there will really be conflict, but because you know that you should help this person and vice versa, then you become in a way mentor to each other. More than mentoring, I think the guiding principle is having to look at people who I saw become successful because of the discipline, because of how they have transitioned as individuals that I really look up to. So hindi ko siguro kailangan laging kausapin sila. Tinitingnan ko lang yung relationship ko sa kanila and how they are improving as individuals. Then I pattern myself with that. And ultimately, dahil bago naman tayo lahat nagnegosyo, or ako at least, bago ako nagnegosyo, nagtrabaho din ako. So yung mga naging boss ko sa mga trabaho ko before, yung iba sa kanila may-ari ng kumpanya, yung iba sa kanila top executives, sila talaga yung nagiging guiding light ko. Kasi pag may kailangan akong gawin, pag may mali akong nagawa, tinatanong ko sila kung sila ba napagdaanan nila yon or ano ba yung pwede nilang gawin para maayos yun. Sa akin ba yun? Yung audio. Yes. Alisin.
Pero I think meron kayong gusto sabihin, para gusto ko rin yung gusto ko. Ayan. Okay. So kay Miss Donna pala, sorry. It's audio. Okay. But anyway, sir, yeah. Sir pa, I think meron kayong gustong i-add sa sinabi ni Miss Apple kanina?
Yeah, as you can see for the audiences, no, these faculty that we have are mostly family businesses. And if I may say, successful ones. Because I was having a conversation last night, magkasama kami ni Yuji hanggang alauna. At isa sa mga common challenges na nakikita natin, kaya tayo natatawag, is that family businesses, the first generation builds it, the second generation don't want any part of it. You know, yung ganon. So, we don't want that here. Isa sa, kumbaga, thrust ng CU Insights Asia is to build multi-generational businesses. And Paolo, and together with Monique and Fiona, the Hilario siblings built Laybear, and they're fully functioning, no, for the past 17 years. medyo mahirap yon for a family to build it. Si Donna is a second generation. We have pinakahuling faculty natin na kumbaga the last piece of the puzzle was Mary Grace, and we're very excited of her story because she's really growing as a business, and yung mga anak niya ang kasama niyang mag-build ng business. So that's the kind of businesses we want to help build here at CU Insights Asia. So isa sa medyo excited na ako kaya gusto kong ibato kay Donna tong question na to. Donna, how was the dynamics when you transition? Kindly share how it's working right now.
Our business kasi like it kumbaga ang maganda dito, we're able to really display our strengths. So parang yung sinabi ni Apple, bale yung Lina Group of Companies was founded by my mom and my dad actually. Mas prominent, of course, we're in the business of logistics. My father founded Air 21. And then eventually, like almost 12, Ube Media is 20 years now. So nung lumalaki kami, actually, gusto ng father, well, I think gano'n naman usually gusto ng mga magulang, di ba? Yung stable na trabaho, kung ano yung alam nila. So, syempre, commerce, di ba? Yung tawag before, commerce, accounting. So, they really wanted that. My two younger sisters, they took up business. Pero wala talagang nag-CPA. So, I took up communication. So, eventually, I handle most of the communication, marketing activities. Like, if you want to know the brand history of Air 21, may kakwento ko sa inyo kung paano din drawing yung logo, etc. So, yun yung maganda. And then eventually, because of that background, it would be, I must say, mas madali nang magtayo, of course, ng negosyo because you're coming from, again, dami ko nakuha. Ngayong gabi pa lang, madami na ako natutunan with the people around me, right? It's right, the environment is right for it because we grew up with it. So, mas naging madali siya maging entrepreneur. I must say I'm extremely privileged to be able to do that, to also watch my parents like work kasi nung lumalaki kami, syempre pupunta ng office, ganyan. So, yung culture, alam mo na.
Great. How about we want to hear naman from Sir Paolo, if it's okay.
Yeah, hi. So yeah, family business kami. We started the business. Three of us siblings started it in 2006. And so ngayon ako na lang actually yung active eh. And the decision behind that was, sabi nga, if you want to make it multi-generational, sustainable, etc., you have to professionalize it one way or the other. And so we decided that that's going to be our path. And ever since that decision, I took the lead. Two of my sisters are still part of the board. But yeah, I think the direction for us is whoever is most capable should take on the role to lead the organization to where it needs to go. And I think part of that is really identifying what the organization stands for. And I think that's one of the clear values also of CEO Insights Asia. It helps you identify what you stand for and what the company stands for. And that will make everything else fall into place. So that's all I have to say about that.
Ayun. Thank you. Add ko lang din, Yuji, no? Because CEO Insights Asia is very DNA driven. That's what we always say. We're attracting the people with the same DNA. So thank you for pointing that out, Paolo. And what's amazing is these people surrounding us now in this live webcast, they have different personalities actually. But ang common denominator dito is there's a certain DNA that we share. Like Donna is extroverted siya, si Surfa din extroverted din siya. I know Paolo is an introvert, diba? And BK is also extrovert. So beyond the personalities, beyond those kind of background din, upbringing, we have different backgrounds, we have different upbringings, we have different adversities that we have faced. But because of the same DNA, we're gathered here in this kind of platform. So yun. Si BK, baka may gustong i-add.
Yes.
Ang hirap sundan nun eh. Ang ganda masyado nung sinabi. Pero I think, actually ako agree ako sinabi ni Tito Pao, ay ni Sir Paolo. Agree ako sinabi ni Sir Paolo na at the end of the day, what needs to be done, no? So if it's a sacrifice that you need to take for the overall improvement of the organization, then you should do it, no? If may mapapala naman lahat, diba? So I think I have picked this up on I think I was reading something. A leader is not a follower of the consensus, but a leader is a molder of the consensus. So hindi porket yun yung gusto nung nakararami is yun yung pipiliin ng leader, pero kung ano yung tingin niyang tama, yun yung ipapa-intindi niya dun sa mga tao. And some people will not gonna like your decisions, but at the end of the day, pag nakita nila yung results, magugustuhan na nila. So that's all.
So, thank you. Follow up ko lang yung sinabi ni Krist kanina, no? Kasi ang ganda na lahat tayo dito, everyone, lahat ng speaker ngayon, no? Naggagaling sa different backgrounds, no? And upbringing, pero we all share the same DNA. So, if it's okay na share it sa audience lang, siguro from everyone na lang, no? Na ano yung biggest challenge? Kasi most sa audience natin ngayon, nandun sila sa point ngayon na yung biggest challenge when scaling your company, and ano yung ma-advise nyo to the people na nasa same path na yun? Start with Sir Fa.
Sige, so ako ang na-experience ko biggest challenge in scaling, working in and with organizations as executive advisor, is really the shift in mindset. That what got you here won't get you to the next level. Ang mahirap dun kasi is many people or many startup founders and CEOs are challenged to let go of what made them successful in the first place. Because yun nga yung naging success, di ba? Yun yung, paano ko i-give up to? Kasi ito nga yung ginawa ko, it brought me here. So ang mentality is, itutuloy ko lang to, di ba? Mangyayari. But no the moment, the framework is, when you create alignment, you will grow. And growth changes everything. Dahil nagkaroon ng growth, nagbabago lahat. So continuing what you did before, it's a different ball game now. So it requires realignment. So alignment leads to growth. Growth leads to misalignment, and misalignment leads to realignment, or that's a general idea of it. But yun yung biggest challenge na nakita ko na there's a shift. 2 levels yun. First, a shift from the founder himself na I have to shift from being a doer. An entrepreneur is a doer. I do this kasi nga entrepreneur ka, you do everything. To transition into a business builder, which is about design thinking. It's no longer about doing the work of 10 men when you are an entrepreneur, but it's about organizing 10 men to do the work as a business builder. That's one of the biggest challenge, if not the biggest challenge I've encountered so far in helping organizations scale. So, yun yung sa akin.
Next, okay lang si BK. And then, anong advice? What advice could you give to those people on the same path?
Si BK.
Okay. Sige. Sorry, medyo malakas kasi yung ulan dito sa amin. Masyadong ba rin. Para sa akin, kung may problem kasi biggest factor ng problem natin sa scaling will be syempre yung number 1 resource ng isang company or organization. It starts with the letter P, which means people. Kailangan natin ng tao. And hindi lang basta tao, kundi tamang tao. When we started Sellers Hub, I can still remember this. Lumapit ako kay Sir Paolo. Nagkita kami sa Boracay. Sabi ko, Tito, maxed out na ako. Pero gusto ko pang umangat. Gusto kong palakihin yung company. Gusto ko ilagay sa mapa. So ano kayong pwede kong gawin? Tapos sabi niya, i-connect kita kay FA. Yun. Tapos kinonnect na kami. Tapos biglang, nung bago kami mag-meeting, ang nasa isip ko lang nun is, kailangan ko maghanap ng mga taong kagaya ko. No? Mga tao na ganito gumalaw mismo, ganito yung personality, ganito yung thinking. Pero nung nag-engage na kami for, I think it's already 2 years now, doon ko na-realize na hindi pala kailangan na carbon copy mo. Kailangan lang ka-DNA mo. Para siyang pag-build ng basketball team. Hindi kayo pwedeng lahat shooter. Kasi kung lahat kayo shooter, wala nang magdadala ng bola. Wala nang magre-rebound. Wala nang magdidepensa. Tama ba? So, kailangan mo mahanap yung mga tamang tao na malalagay mo dun sa seats na tama dun sa organization. Actually, lately I've been teaching this dun sa Seller Sub. And ewan ko, familiar ba kayo guys sa word na ignorance debt? Ita-type ko siya dito. Okay? Ignorance debt. Yan. Familiar ba kayo dyan? If hindi kayo familiar, comment kayo ng hindi. So, ignorance debt. Yan.
Yan guys, comment tayo if hindi familiar.
Comment tayo.
Hindi, yan. Nakakawag.
Engagement. Sayang naman dito si Ma'am Donna and si Ma'am Apple. Ma'am Apple, if you can still remember, magkasama tayo last March 15 ata yun sa may Rockwell. Yung Men in Business and Power. Yes. Kasama tayo. Opo.
Hi. Oo. Alam mo, I jump from one event to the other. So, I have met so many people there. Tapos sumabol lang ako doon, di ba?
Opo.
Hi, BK. Siguro nasa pictures pa tayo together. I didn't have a lot of time to spend with you. But thanks for reminding me.
You did. Anyway, moving back. So, ang ibig sabihin ng ignorance debt was there's this dilemma na parang tinatanong kasi natin na bakit ganun si Juan tsaka si Pedro pareho sila ng oras ng trabaho, pareho sila ng trabaho, pareho sila ng bayad, pareho mo silang tinuruan. Pero si Pedro mas magaling siya kay Juan. Tapos parati namin pinag-uusapan yun ni Sir Fa. Tapos ang sagot namin is, di mo ka maghanap ng Juan, maghanap ka ng Pedro. Pero hindi namin nalaman kung anong reason bakit mas magaling si Pedro and si Juan. And nahanap ko yung word na best describes that, individuality. Na iba si Pedro kay Juan. And bakit magkaiba si Pedro kay Juan? Kasi magkaiba sila ng ignorance debt. Sa Tagalog, yung utang ng pagka-ignorante. Baka mamaya mas marami na yung natutunan ni Pedro compared kay Juan. Example, pareho sila nagbebenta. Baka mamaya may selling background si Pedro. Tapos si Juan bago pa lang siyang nagbebenta ngayon pa lang. So magkaiba yun. May experience na kasi si Pedro bago kay Juan. Baka mamaya meron ng nabasang libro, meron ng mga taong nagturo sa kanya. So para sa akin, in order for me to create an organization, kailangan I have people or potential leaders. Sorry, in order for me to scale an organization, I must have potential leaders na willing bayaran yung personal ignorance debts nila. Na sila mismo willing silang magbasa ng bagong libro or makinig ng audiobook or umattend ng ganitong seminar. Yes, I provide some resources, may support yung company, pero kailangan sila mismo willing silang matutunan yun ng sarili lang nila, mag-isa sila. Kasi I think when madali lang maglagay ng mga tao sa posisyon na gusto mong paglagyan nila, di ba? Pero when pag-hold na sa kanila accountable, yun na yung mahirap eh. Ilalapag nila yung baraha na, hindi ko naman to ginusto eh. Ikaw naglagay sa akin dito, hindi naman ako. So, I think, instead of setting them up for failure, kailangan i-prepare mo sila doon. And while creating your leadership pipeline, dapat ngayon pa lang, binabayaran na ng mga future leaders yung ignorance debt. Kasi kahit ako ngayon, binabayaran ko pa rin yung sa akin eh. I mean, kaya nga ako honor dito kasi ang layo ko pa sa level nito. Biruin mo, meron tayo dito from Air 21, di ba? Lina Group of Companies, we have an organization, live there for 17 years. Meron tayong sikat sa media, the new channel, tama ba? Si Sir Fa, andito rin si Yuji, so si Ma'am Krist.
Tama, pwera yung sikat.
Pero yun, di ba? Parang malayo pa ako sa gantong level and para sa akin, kailangan ko pang mag-aral. So kung yung leader nga mismo, binabayaran yung individual or personal ignorance debt niya, yung tao pa kaya? 'Di ba? Yung talent pa kaya? So, para sa akin yun, importante yun. Kailangan pinupush natin yung mga tao natin na maging lifelong learner. Thank you.
Agree. Guys, so ngayon alam niyo na ignorance debt. If you agree, can you please type agree sa chat box. Yeah, so actually guys, share ko lang, no. So first time ko na meet si BK was last week. First time ko siya meet was last week, no. And sobrang na-amaze ako kung gaano siya ka-humble. Napaka-humble niya, and para siyang estudyante talaga, even though may mga na-achieve na siya sa buhay, no, may mga narating na rin siya, pero ayun nga, sabi niya kanina, lifelong learner talaga. So grabe, super agree ako on that. So next, is it okay si Miss Apple?
Sure. Thank you, Yuji. And thank you, BK, for acknowledging. I think one of the major challenges is that what happened between the two of us. I didn't prepare. I'm not prepared to be in this scale of alternative new media platform that I have to hop on from one event to the other and meet so many people at the same time. And it's very challenging to acknowledge everybody, to remember everybody. So I always apologize talaga kasi hindi ko na minsan na balance yung personal, professional, and everything. So the strategy that I do with that is I just treat everyone as personal. No, like as much as possible, I just focus on those that really matter in that situation where I'm at, where many people are asking you a lot of things and you have to be helping a lot of people, pero hindi mo naman yan kayang gawin lahat. And then I think second is I always consider myself as a work in progress. Kung BK was feeling that, no, na parang you're always in a roster of people who are on stage or speaking and all of that, yung platform like ganito. Ako din, I want to always make the audience feel that I am part of them. Kasi there are a lot of times when I would also pinch myself and, realize na, oh my God, kasama ko sa stage yung mga ganito, or oh my God, talaga ba, faculty ako, kasama ko si Miss Cheat Juan, kasama ko si Miss Mary Grace, kasama ko si Sir Paolo, si Fa, si Donna. I mean, everyone, parang you have to always probably not put any position you have or whatever accomplishment you have out. To me kasi, di ko alam how to specifically explain it, pero nawala siya sa isip mo. Parang dapat bumabalik ka dun sa what you really are and how you always want to be. Kasi kung hindi, lagi mong dadalin yon, and siguro dun mo maiisip na yun, dun ka pwedeng magbago into a different form where it could be negative for you, no? Pero kung lagi mong iisipin na nagsa-switch on and off kasi ako eh. So I perform when I talk to people. And I am more like an introverted type, but an extrovert when it comes to work. So I see perfection as a way of life. Meaning, when I can do something that I think will bring in something better or something good for someone, I don't hesitate to share. But that's more like a switch on and off kind of mode. Like, kung magtatrabaho ako, then I will do it and consider it as my last. Maybe that's why in the path that I took, all the jobs that I had were, gladly accepted me, and I'm able to optimize my time with them. Kasi nga ganun yung ginagawa ko. Like I give it my parang my last all the time. Third challenge is really, I think I'd consider the second as time management also, no? Kasi yun nga. And then the third probably is really the resources. Kasi putting up an online channel like TNC, the new channel, is really challenging. Hindi siya madali. Hindi rin siya mura. But you know that you're serving a purpose to other people, MSMEs, communities, individuals, no, that you want to help to come up with the content, and together with you embrace excellence in everything that they're doing. And so kahit mahirap siyang i-operate kasi you need other people. You can't do a channel just by yourself. So you need to have shows, you need to have a production people, you need to have technical people, and you need to have events people, you need to have sales people. In the meantime, all you wanted to do is just to become a simple person. All I ever wanted to do is just to become a mom. But there's a calling in your job that you need to perform because it's helping other people. And to me kasi when I embraced TNC, and I think I speak for those who are also watching, I believe you have to understand what kind of business you are handling and what kind of business you want to be part of. Kasi magkaiba yon. And then to me, in my lifetime, natutunan ko there are different types of of um, business eh. So there's one that you own, there's one that I own, there's one that we can share and be partners with, and there's one that's just given to you and gifted to you by the Lord. And to me, I think TNC is that. So kahit mahirap siya, kahit na challenging siya, kahit 24/7 kang required, kahit marami kang taong kailangang kilalanin at kausapin, I think maitatawid mo siya. Kasi yung goal mo is just itawid siya because you're being led at that. So, hindi mo rin nakikita na zero balance ka kasi nga opportunities will come your way because less yung expectations mo because you're just allowing talaga na parang, Lord, ikaw naman nagbigay sa akin nito eh. So, lahat ng hirap dito, dapat tulungan mo rin akong i-carry. Kasi hindi naman siya para sa akin. So, I think yun lang yung maganda kasi you're living a purposeful life. And I think that's probably also the reason why companies or organizations like yung family ni Donna and family ni Sir Paolo would want to pass on that kind of the business that they had through the generations because I think na-feel nila yon. Hindi lang siguro yan always about yung income ng family and sustainability. I think it's also because the family is also serving certain purpose. External, meaning yung sa mga clients na sinaserve nila and also dun sa mga tao na kasama mo sa trabaho. Kung nakikita mo na nag-i-improve sila, nag-grow sila, yun yung pinakamagandang reward din kasi sa trabaho or sa negosyo.
Yeah. Super agree, no? Especially sa purpose, Sir Fan. Ulit tayo sa purpose. So, yeah, maraming businesses talaga dyan na, yun nga, hindi naman sa minamalit or anything, no? Pero minsan wala din talagang nami-misalign sa purpose and affected lahat, and super agree ako with that, especially yung purpose ng TNC. Super aligned ako with that, Miss Apple, no? Kasi sa social media ngayon talaga punong-puno tayo ng negativity, punong-puno tayo ng puro bad news, pat lagi nilang bad news yung pumuputok, bakit ba lagi nilang yung mga negative stuff yung nagsispread. So napakaganda ng purpose yan, and
Very true, Yuji. In fact, that's my number one motivation why I keep grinding. Why even most of the time, even Sundays, I work because I really think that medyo mahirap ng effects yung kung ano yung meron tayo ngayon. Unfortunately, some people kasi make money from it, di ba?
Yes.
So if you will see in my profiles and in everything since I started Global Women Who Rule, since we started TNC 3 years ago, I tried to be more vocal. I tried to use my voice to really verbalize things that I see that has to be corrected. And there are really a lot of things that has to be corrected because a lot of people just want to earn money from the things that we're seeing on social media. And sabi ko nga lagi lately, parang wala na ako masyado magagawa dun sa workforce ngayon ng Philippines kasi nandiyan na yan eh. And since may money involved, may income na involved, ang hirap patigilin yung ibang tao kahit na alam natin na yung mga nakakasira sila ng ibang negosyo or alam mo yun nga, there's a lot of spread of hate, spread of peddling of bad news, peddling of wrong information. Pero dun sa mga open yung isip at naiintindihan yan, and especially to the moms or to the parents na pwede pang i-ready at i-prepare yung mga nasa schools pa ngayon. And of course, education sector also like you guys. we will play a big role kasi in molding these people na sana kung hindi nga natin masyado nang na-protect yung existing, yung future pwede pa naman natin ma-promote. Pwede pa naman natin ma-protect. So, I'm really an advocate of use of digital, use and respect of digital for good. #digital for good. Makikita mo yan lagi sa ginagawa ko. And that's also the reason why you make yourself available for a lot of occasions, for a lot of events, para at least mas-spread mo man lang yon, masabi mo man lang yon na, hey, if, yun, di ba, before meron naman na think before you click, kaya lang, pag masaya nga kasi, ang sarap naman i-click, sarap din naman ka talaga kasing panoorin, di ba? Kaya lang sometimes kasi, susobrahan tayo doon. Pwede naman din tayong magsaya with responsibility. So, wag natin sanang alisin yun. And I think it can stem from tayo mga, nag-gather to help entrepreneurs, to help students. So yung mga nakikinig, this is the kind of content that we're supposed to be sharing and spreading and splicing. Let's share more of this. I know sometimes for some people it tends to feel and make it sound like medyo boring. Kasi maganda, kasi maayos, kasi maganda yung sinasabi. So sometimes it's boring. But in the future, 5-10 years from now, these are still relevant information that we're telling you. So I hope you can, share more of this. And thank you guys for organizing it because you're really doing great job.
Thank you. So next, is it okay lang po for Miss Donna?
Yes, yung challenges for scaling. Basically, aside from what Fa already mentioned, which is like purpose, after that, you need to be able to know when to ask for help, who to ask for help. Yes. So, and hopefully you have that in your roster. And that's why I believe in parang karmic universe, right? And that's why I always, yung sinabi kanina, diba? There are the givers, the takers, and ano yung isa? Matchers. So sometimes you're not all the time the giver, you're not all the time the taker, but hopefully this is an avenue for matchers, right? And within that ecosystem and sphere, then you'll be able to scale. That's let's say one, right? Number two is obviously systems. You'll need to have systems kasi di mga kakayanin lahat yon eh. And kailangan mo ng rest pa. I saw no rest for the wicked, but you need to make sure that you're, kumbaga, if you see yourself as a machine, I mean, depende yon, di ba? Pero ako yung nagsabi ng 8, pero 9 o'clock na, di ba? But you really need to have your sleep. You can't give basically what you can't have, and energy is something that you need, right? So you need to make sure as a leader of the band that you're 100%, and kahit nga 'di ba kahit nga machines meron preventive maintenance, right? So lalong-lalo na yung tao, you need to keep your cup full. And then so I said the systems that you need to have, because with that it's easier to scale. The challenges lang with that obviously is you need to maintain relationships, and yon medyo mas mahirap siya. Yun yung challenge dun sa mga ganun din, diba? But those are the breaks of the game. Yung sa Google nga, diba, when they started, the founders, they interviewed each and every employee. That's what I read, right? The founders really wanted to do that from the start because they really wanted to see and learn about the people joining their organization. So ano ba yung advice na masasabi ko doon? Yun, to be able to scale, you'll need to have systems. And of course, now with digital, right, there's AI, there are all of these tools that you need to learn, and if it doesn't work, you should be able to at least learn. Kumbaga, I mean, it's so cliche now, but you need to be able to fail fast, right? And then pick up again with that. Yun lang.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Miss Donna. Lastly naman, for Sir Paolo.
Yan. Dugtungan ko lang yung sinabi ni Miss Donna. No? I'm also a believer in systems. I think if you talk about scale, you multiply. May multiplier effect siya. So I think at the middle of that system has to be data. So dapat clear and objective yung goals for you to be able to scale. There has to be a process of execution that has to be standardized. And there's a validation system that checks and balances everything. So at the center of it, there has to be a clear system of data to help you scale. And that's the biggest challenge because maraming startups, obviously manual lahat, sariling gawa. How do you design that system? And again, I go to Fa. I think he's a good person to talk to when it comes to that.
Great. So, system. Yes, actually, kahapon, sinunod ko si Sir Fa. At 4 hours kami, puro systems. Yes. So, before i-share ni Miss Krist, guys, question lang. How many of you here gustong ma-meet sila in person, no? And personally matuto sa kanila in person? I just want to see. Can you please type yes, all caps? All caps natin. Yan. If you share nyo, guys, gamit natin yung hashtag ni Miss Apple, Digital for Good. Support natin yung movement. Yun. Dami. Yes, actually, ako din, no? Yeah. So, acknowledge ko lang, guys, no? BK, Paolo, Donna, Miss Apple, unang-una, we all know na sobrang marami kayong ginagawa, no? Napaka-busy nyo, pero you took the time to share, no? And to share tips, to share your stories, no? Sa audience natin. And we are really grateful, no, na nag-alat kayo ng time for this. So, next, I think si Miss Krist, no, would be sharing something sa inyo, guys, to those na nag-yes.
Ayan. So, please flash na lang sa screen natin, Yuji, yung ano. We're actually inviting everyone for the CEO Summit 2023. This is the event by CEO Insights Asia. So, as what we've mentioned, 2 of the faculty and the 3 founders are here. So, I want to introduce every faculty that we have. We have Chairman Edward Lee, the chairman and founder of Call Financial Group Incorporated, together with his son, Edmund Lee, who is the president and CEO of Kalum Trading Institute. We also have Gian Havelona of Orange Apps. He was listed Forbes 30 under 30. And then we have also Donna Melina, who is here together with us right now, the President and Chief Creative Officer of Ube Media. We also have Mary Grace Dimacali, the founder and CEO of Mary Grace Cafe. So yung mga mango bene, mga cake, ayan, Mary Grace as in the Mary Grace Cafe. And then we also have Eugene Acevedo, the CEO of RCBC. We have Chit Huan, the founder of Eco Store. And we have Ji Kyung Kang, the president and dean of Asian Institute of Management. And we have Apple Esplana of the New Media Channel. So we're actually very excited because compared to last year, of course, last year is phenomenal. It was really good. But we challenge ourselves to, step it up one more level higher because that's who we are in CEO Insights Asia. We manifest an insatiable drive to be better, right? So we told ourselves, let's beat last year's record and, gather these amazing world-class faculty. So we're inviting everyone. Self-Made will flash the registration link. It's going to be on October 27. It's a full day session with these faculty from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They will be talking about different topics specifically revolving around the DNA of CEO Insights Asia. We're inviting you. It's going to be in Novotel, Monet 1, the ballroom in second floor in Novotel. So, and amazing news, yung mga nag-stick until the end. We actually have a promo for those who will sign up. The regular price is actually 18,000 pesos with the early bird of 13,000 pesos. But for today, because of Self-Made, in collaboration with Self-Made, we're giving it a flat rate of 10,000 pesos for you to register. And for all of you who registered, will be qualified, eligible kayo for the raffle, an entry for a raffle for a 3 days, 2 nights accommodation in Novotel. Ayan. Yan yung news. So, it's amazing. 'Di ba? So that you can stay. Kasi para you can check in the day before the summit para relax na kayo, nandun na kayo sa venue. And then you check out the next day after the CEO summit. So we're inviting everyone. This is gonna be amazing. It's an intimate gathering. We didn't release a lot more seats. We limited it at 120 capacity because we wanted it to be intimate and for the faculty to be able to interact with everyone. So yeah, that's inviting especially the self-made community.
Yes, so Chris, thank you for giving yung exclusive bonus discount sa community namin. Kasi yun nga, sa community kasi na to is talagang actually 99% talaga is talagang driven to learn. And gusto ko lang i-share yung time na na-meet ko si Sir Edward Lee, pinakilala sa akin ni Sir Fa. So, nung dumating ako sa nila, sa office nila, na-meet ko yung yung assistant niya, which is si Sir Jed. So si Jed, he mentioned na napakaraming CEOs, napakaraming business owners, big time business owners ang gustong makapasok dun sa office just to meet si Edward Lee. Si Sir Edward Lee lang. So most would pay millions. Hindi ako nagloloko, hindi ako pero yun yung narinig ko, just to have access. And for me, sa isang member pa lang ng faculty na to, everything na matutunan mo from the experiences and yung kaya nilang i-share kumbaga sa growth nila, sa journey ng career nila is kumbaga worth hundreds if not thousands more than kung ano yung ibabayad natin sa membership or sa event na to. And actually ako din, personally, I'll be there. So babalik ako from Japan, lilipad ako from Japan just to attend the event. So Chris, sorry, okay lang. Ano yung question na why should people join here? Bakit nila kailangan sumali dito?
Again, yeah, because here, everybody, as what I've said kanina, is sharing the same DNA. Everyone is all about helping the MSMEs, the startup founders. Our mental model for this is once a year, we have a pop-up Harvard. There's so many things that we can improve in the way we operate the business. Admittedly, like as much as we want to be, in the levels of BK, Paolo, and the rest of the faculty for the CEO Summit, may challenges talaga when you're operating in a small scale. And that's why we're extracting their hard-fought lessons, their hard-fought CEO leadership lessons, no? So them being gathered in one venue, I think it's an immense value. Diba? Bihira, parang you can, as what you said, mahirap na ngang maka-access kay Chairman Lee, kay Eugene, kay Cheat, so there's the rest of the faculty. How much more kung pagsamasamahin mo sila sa isang room and get their ideas, right? And by the way, guys, CEO Insights Asia is a non-profit organization. So even this event, we're just covering the cost. We're not profiting from this event. The faculty themselves as well, they're not profiting anything from this event. So this is a non-profit event and binubuhos namin lahat sa event na to for you to get the greatest value.
Yes, so okay lang, pwede tayo mag-share lang ng konti about to day 1 and day 2, Krist, if it's okay.
Okay, it's actually just a full day event from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the corporate session, yung learning session. And then from 7 p.m. onwards, there's a gala night for socials. So for those of you who prefer to stay longer, you can stay for socials. But if busog na kayo from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., that's also okay. And for the registration, it includes AM snacks, lunch, PM snacks, and dinner. So covered lahat siya. Ayun.
Nice. So for those na may quick questions, you can type in sa chat box siguro, no? For just to ma-clear lang yung details ng event.
Yan. And we'd really like to thank the faculty also for... Yes, Yuji?
Sorry, na-push na namin yung link sa chat box, guys. So if gusto nyo mag-register, dyan po yung link sa baba. Wala, just click and sign up na kayo sa form.
Ayan, thank you. And we would like to thank the faculty for joining us. I know it's a weekend and it's late already. Yeah. So we really want to thank you for helping us also promote this wonderful event.
Yeah. Sir Pa, anything? Meron kayo gustong i-add, Sir Pa?
Yeah. So para kung makita nyo ng live yung nasa picture. But seriously, I want to take this time to honor our faculty, si Paolo, si BK, si Donna, and si Apple for spending their time. We just asked for 1 hour, medyo nag-extend tayo. So salamat for being part of this event, for partnering with us and sharing your hard-fought leadership lessons to the people who are watching this, and to the people who watch this. Thank you also for spending your time, your Sunday sa amin. So we honor all of you. Yeah.
Yan. All right. Okay guys, so to those na nag-join, pwede you please type chat box paalam nyo sa amin para at least makita namin, no? Para makita na namin yung members. So, siguro, Chris, before we wrap up, no, is it okay na sa faculty, may last question lang ako. Last piece of advice lang kung gaano ka-importante yung mag-attend ka sa isang event na ganito. Katulad nitong CEO Summit. How important is joining sa isang event na ganito? Can we start with Paolo, Sir Paolo?
How important? I think it has to depend on the person. If you're a person who believes in growth, who believes in getting new ideas and sharing new ideas, who believes in the value of community, if you want to have the right environment in terms of scaling your business, then definitely I would say attend.
BK, okay lang?
Para sa akin, super important. So kung nagustuhan mo yung mga sinabi namin dito, marami pa kaming baraha and ilalapag namin yon sa October 27 sa Novotel Araneta Center. So kita-kits. Thank you.
Yun. Miss Apple?
Ayun. Bakit kayo mag-a-attend? Kung ako as one of the faculty, I am so overwhelmed to be lined up with these people. So sabi nga nila, even more if you will meet all of them. I have never met and I've never been lined up also with these kinds of people in the Philippines. And sa totoo lang, hindi ko maalala pa yung last na nag-accept ako ng ganitong event sa Pilipinas. Sa totoo lang. Kasi mahirap pong i-please ang audience ng Philippines. I'm not sure if the faculty will agree with me. But rest assured that if you will meet me, I will make sure that you will understand whatever topic there is that I will be speaking as an individual in layman's term, yung something na magagamit nyo araw-araw. So I'm hoping to meet you in person because it's exciting time. We are already at the tail end, hopefully, of all this pandemic. We are back. And this is just one of the good reasons for you to go back to seeing friends, meeting new friends, and being together with friends in a very, very good cause. You learn at the same time, you help other people be amplified and be transformed into something better. So let's join. You should be investing in yourself. You should be investing in your business, and this is something that you should invest on. So I'll see you on October 27.
Yes. Lastly, Miss Donna?
I'm gonna borrow some words from other people. You miss 100% of shots that you don't make. 50% of success is already showing up. So we'll see you there at the CEO Summit 2023, October 27, and we'll meet the rest of everybody. And it's not only a learning experience from us, but it will be also us learning from you. So we're looking forward to meeting everybody there.
Ang galing. Thank you. So, again guys, pwede pasalamatan natin yung faculty natin no, nag-take sila ng time to attend and to share value, guys. Alam niyo na kung gaano ka-valuable yung time nila. Okay, and lastly, siguro before ko i-pass kay Miss Krist, no, ako din personally, the team, no, Self-Made team will be there. So andun tayo, magkikita-kita po tayo doon. Let's engage, let's connect, mag-share tayo ng learnings, no, and experiences sa isa't isa. Okay? So, Miss Krist?
Yeah, again, thank you so much. We would like to honor the faculty that joined us tonight. And we also meet you, the rest of you, in the comment section, a lot sa YouTube and sa Facebook. See you there in October 27, SEO Summit 2023. Thank you, Yuji. Thank you, Selfmade, for hosting this event.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, BK, Miss Apple, Sir Paolo, Miss Donna, Krist, Sir Fat. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. See you, see you.